आपादमौलिपर्यन्तां गुरूणामाकृतिं स्मरेतेन विघ्नप्रणश्यन्ति सिद्धन्ति च मनोरथः लक्ष्मीतनूतमितरामितरानपेक्षमङ्गलद्वयं निगमशान्तिशिखाप्रवालं हैरम्बमम्बुरुहडम्बरचौर्यनिग्रहं विघ्नाद्रिभेदशतधारधुरन्धरन्नः सर्वेषां स्वागतम्. So, welcome to the Bhashya session for the 83rd, 84th and 85th shloka. The new chapter is called as Importance of Pradakshina and Namaskara, but we are starting with a continuation of learning the importance, the purpose of the Indriyas. So this continues, but it is overlapping. That means the importance of Pradakshina, we have to first start from the Padas, no? So therefore, the first shloka is Charanau Tautu Saphalau, Keshavalaya Gaminau. So the Charana feet serve their purpose when we visit Keshavalaya or the Devalaya. That is the most important, Keshavalaya Gaminau. Now, on a much important note, Keshavalaya here means those centers of spiritual magnetic centers, where we are able to understand that the higher power serves a purpose in our overall spiritual growth. It's not just about in spirituality, otherwise as well. Let us consider learning something, for example. Now, the learning happens better in a group rather than alone. When somebody is instructing, it is better in a group. But when Swadhyaya happens, it is always up to the self. But usually what happens, the interest wanes. When I'm learning about something and I'm learning on my own, at a stretch, and when my interest wanes, I'm caught up with something, etc., pushing it forward. So that interest wanes. Let us say I want to do some exercise to build my resistance for health, etc., purpose and all that. If I do it with others, it is a little more effective because I have somebody to reinstall that faith that what I'm doing it is the right way. Otherwise, without instruction, unobstructed, what happens? I gradually lose that interest. But let us say I'm doing something similar for the sake of an higher power. Let us say morning pujas. I tend to do it regardless of whether somebody is with me or not. So the importance of higher power is that it helps me to carry on with my uh, the kriyas to reach my overall objective. So it motivates us to keep in track, keep our kriyas continuously. That strengthens. Every time I keep doing it on my own, but that resolve also it weakens at some point of time because it is going unchecked. That resolve to again strengthen that resolve, reaching a powerful center where everybody are individually involved. They are not doing it in a group. I'm not going to, I may or may not go to a temple in a group. But going at that center, I realize that everybody who has come for the sake of worship only. So the resolve over there is that the intention of everybody who is involved in that, they may be related to me, they may not be related to me, is one thing. With me, there may be people who do not trust or who do not have faith in the process, but they're doing it just to accompany me. That is also possible. There are two ways: resolve and then the actions. I can have people do the actions with me, do the exercise with me, or anything else. They may not believe in it. I may have faith, they may not believe in it. So, in that situation, what happens? My resolve actually reduces. I'm reducing it. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing 5 push-ups. Maybe I'll reduce it to 3 so that I can match the other person, because we do that with dekha dekhi. We see somebody else doing it, we may increase it, we may decrease it also. It goes both the ways. But when we reach a place where resolve is high, actions might not be so much, then that we carry that resolve, and then it leads to actions. So therefore, Keshavalaya Gamina, the feat becomes useful when it reaches such places of high resolve, when it reaches places where we are able to communicate, sync ourselves to that motive, to that objective. So that is understood over here. And the charana, like I said, every manifestation has a purpose. Here, why this has been very particularly specified, determination is important. Otherwise, if we say walking is the only um, prayojana of our feet, then animals to walk about, and they walk about aimlessly. We can see them, they are exploring, they're just walking about aimlessly in their own place. I'm not saying that they don't have a purpose. At some point of time, they get a purpose where they have to hunt. Otherwise, they are just going around. They don't have any other purpose rather than, either be a prey or a predator. So they are either running away from somebody or trying to catch someone. Other than these two purposes, there is no other purpose for them. But as humans, we have a higher purpose. Why that higher purpose? To reach such points where it contributes to our overall spiritual growth. Therefore, Keshavalaya Gaminau Charanau tu Saphalau. The Charanas will serve their purpose only when we reach such places of spiritual experience, when it allows us. In the same way, Techa Netre Mahabhaga Yabhyam Sandrishyate Harihi. That Netra, Pratyaksha Pramana, is considered as the most authentic of the Pramanas. Now, is it just only seeing? The seeing should not be stuck to a more physical level. It is imagining. We have an inner eye also, where when I close my eyes, I'm able to recount what I have seen. I'm able to picturize it. That is only possible when I have taken the initial information through my eyes. Oh, elephant means it looks like this. It has a hathi. I am this is the elephant. This is an object, some object. It doesn't matter. But this object looks like this very specifically. When I have seen it, it is possible for me to imagine it. Otherwise, any amount of description, let us say I haven't seen Neela Varna. How can I understand what is Neela Megha Shyama? How can I understand Krishna when I don't understand what black is? So it is not possible for me to imagine anything. It is not possible for my inner eyes to create or picturize the creator when I haven't seen anything that relates to his description. So, sandrishyate harihi, the netras have served their purpose when they have taken enough information to allow my mind to conceptualize the form of Hari. That is the need for them. So, like talking about even this jantus too have legs. Previously, we have seen how they walk around aimlessly. So, yairhi nav vrajate jantuhu keshavalaya darshane. So, what are the use of these legs for a person, for us? Because they animals also have legs. They also have the purpose of walking. We also have. So, is why we have 2 feet and they have 4 limbs? Why this differentiation? If we say that walking is what the legs have to do, then why this differentiation? There is a difference. Certain animals have claws which can help them climb. We have feet which serve a specific purpose. We can it is very easier for us to wear footwear. If we talk about animals, we try to create footwear for them. That is not that easy. For dogs, maybe it is because very small the paws. Otherwise, it's very huge. So we understand that there is a requirement for our legs, hands, etc., etc., for some additional accessories. Why? Because they are useful for to climb, to go to other places, etc., etc. So we have different forms of feet. Some have webbed feet, some have paws, etc., etc. So there is a reason that can be only realized when we go with motive. And the next uh, shloka, Vedavangavi वेद वेदांग विदुषाम मुनिनाम भवितात्मनाम ऋषित्वमपि धर्मज्ञ विज्ञेयम तत्प्रसादजम. What we will realize from our tapas, not just, I don't want to specifically talk only about the spiritual activities. For everything, we need to understand that as humans, we have our different activities in different arenas. So if I'm talking about in the society, we have existence. That existence is only possible when we earn a livelihood. If we do it in the spiritual arena, then we do it on our own. But in any sense, why we need to understand a higher power is that I'm trying, I'm working, working, working. Only when that work is noticed by someone, I'm talking about within a society, I get gratification from it. Like that, in the spiritual arena, when I'm doing dhyana, when I'm doing tapas, when I'm doing, I don't want anybody to come and see what I'm doing. But then the gratification, the realization of my purpose is only possible when he takes note of it. So therefore, that rishitva, rishitva is the highest of the siddhas. We get that. We have Muni, we have siddhas, then we have rishis, Maharshi, Saptarshi, etc., etc. Like that. Highest of the siddhas, they get this rishitva. That is also not just because they have accomplished something, it is because their accomplishment, their achievement, their siddhis have been authenticated by the Lord Himself. Therefore, that rishitva is basically His prasada. So, Vijneyam tat prasadajam. It is due to His mercy. So, that understanding must be there. So, that is the essence of these three shlokas. So, this becomes the end of the purpose, also the purpose of all the indriyas and the explanation. We are trying to understand over here how the manifestation itself has been reasoned through the um, exploration or the quest for understanding Haritha. That we've learned it through the purpose, before that the essence of all the shastras, then the purpose of the indriyas, and now through the first three shlokas of importance of pradakshina and namaskara. So more going forward, we will understand why pradakshina uh, is more important and all that. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः प्रतिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि।